Hello, everybody. My name is Robopirate Foxy, and welcome back. So, today I'm finally setting out on doing the thing I said I would. That's right. So, for today, I don't have a lot of time, and that's kind of the usual as these things go. But I want to, at the very least, build the mangrove tree farm. I had this whole plan of having like a sawmill around it, and I wanted to do what I normally do, where I have the little extra project I normally do, but I just do not have time today. So the goal for today is the mangrove tree farm, and that'll be it. I want to do more, and if I find time, I will do more, but I need to have something, and it will be that because there's no more pushing it off. It's really busy this time of year, so I just haven't had the chance to record. It's kind of crazy. It's like finals if you're in school or something. So I haven't had a lot of time, but I still want to move forward. But for now, I just need to go get a few more materials. So I will say I have collected most of what I need right here. There are a few things missing, mainly mangrove related. I also need a ton of bone meal, but that shouldn't be too hard to get. So I have the bone meal though, like obviously, so I'm not too concerned about that at the moment. I will need more very soon. I'm sure this farm eats like crazy amounts of bone meal, but I have it for now, so it shouldn't be an issue. I do want a closer source of bone meal. I have yet to. I've said this like 13 times, but I have yet to like actually move. I have yet to actually move from my starter base fully. I mean, there'll always be some junk chests lying around. That's just kind of how the Minecraft world goes. But I don't have a replacement for two of the farms I had over there, being the wood farm and the mob farm. The wood farm I'm solving today. I might even just break down the one I have over there and move it as well. That seems to be the easiest option. My other option, though, is to build another mob farm, which I've been debating about doing. I might not. I mean, I kind of need to, but I have other farms that give me more than enough gunpowder and are more than okay with AFKing at to get the other materials it provides. Being the witch farm, by the way. I don't know why I'm like dancing around it. Maybe I'll just forego because oh, wrong portal. I mean, I might need to make a propagule farm, but that would obviously go over there. So I'll grab some just to be safe. But this is really all I need. So yippee. And I need one of you. Got you. This is why I want to make a farm for mangrove trees first. These are a pain to mine. Oh my god. I even got into the meat of it, and it's still a pain to mine. And yes, part of that self-imposed pain is because I have a silk touch axe, but like, come on. This is cruel and unusual punishment. And this is just going to be a montage of me crying while mining this. Oh my god. Not going to know how I didn't break my face there, but I'm just going to grab a bunch of these. I'm sure I have a ton, but there's never harm in having more. And other than that, I now have everything I need for the farm, so we just got to go set out an area. But there is one thing I need to do while setting up this farm. I need to future-proof it, because I know I want to build a sawmill around it. And I want it to particularly be on, like, the edge of... Well, right about here, honestly. Because, one, I want to build a cool bridge over this gap. I don't care. It's perfect for it. Look, just... Like, you know how we imagined the parking lot before? Just imagine, like, a double-decker bridge that can handle so much traffic. Just imagine it moving with me. That's how cool and awesome it is. Because I don't want to do that much editing. Future-proof. I need to place this very particularly... Because I also want these to be, like, machines that are very out of place in the sawmill. You know what I mean? I don't want them to look like they belong. Cool bridge. Right about here is the perfect area. And I will need to clear a lot. For now, I'm probably just going to clear a relatively small footprint just to make life easy. But it will take a minute because I need to flatten the land and I got to decide a few other things. So I will do that in the form of a time lapse because I want to do it quickly and without thinking, and I can voice over it later. So take it away, future me, or don't. Just use music. I don't know. Okay. So, I've cleared out this area over here. Also, I guess I should start over here, actually, now that I think about it. But I've cleared out this area here. This is kind of going to be a landing pad for the bridge. I cleared out more than I needed to because I really just, you can always replant the trees back to make it look how I want. And of course, this will be a sawmill, so most of these will be gone anyway. But for now, I've even dug out a little, as you can tell. But I planted the mangrove tree farm right here. The reason for doing that is because I'm still not entirely sure about the layout, but this at least pushes it where it'll be within whatever I decide is the perimeter, but also still allows me to maybe just have it nestled in between some trees. Like I said, I have not been able to think this through as much as I normally would, just because I'm on a tighter schedule. So that's it. That's all the update I wanted to give you. You can see the thing's quite tall, so I don't think nestling it in trees is going to work the best unless I plant some of the big ones. But other than that, I'm going to get right into it. That was just my little gamer update. And, yeah, let's go into building the farm after I sleep, because it's nighttime. I want to go to bed. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. Me, 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 me. Ah, really cool farm. Me, 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 me. Okay, so I am back after all of that, and I have a few things I do need. So one, in this chest, I have 2 shulker boxes full of bone meal. Why are they not going down? I don't know if that's exactly enough. I hope it is, but I'm not particularly sure. I think I'm just going to immediately put one in place. Or not, thanks. Where did it even go? Because now it's working fine. I guess I just had to prime once. That might have been what it was doing. I then need to come over here, and I only have, like, 3 stacks of property ghouls in here, which is hopefully enough. But I place that here, and I might need to take out the 28 for myself, because I know the player stands about here and does it. Other than that, I think the farm is ready to go. So this is a really basic collection system, just because I'm not really sure if it works. I'm not sure I'm going to need to expand it. I'm kind of hoping the farm will give me propagules and it will kind of be its own enduring thing. But other than that, everything should be ready. I might not have primed the TNT right if I even needed to. That might have been my oopsie, so let's find out. So far, so good. Planted that. That activated something. The TNT fell and blew up stuff. Oh, it's constantly falling. Okay, so I didn't do that right. Let's get back to work then. I don't really know where I'm supposed to stand. I guess here. Doesn't really make too much sense, but I guess here, more like it. Yeah. Okay. And I will say, bone meal is going to be the crux of this farm. I did not put in enough to even run it for like a full hour. I know it uses like 35k bone meal an hour. Hello, everybody. Future Robo here. So, this is where I come in to tell you about the farm, and I wanted to save it specifically for this part, because even though the footage right now is sped up in the background, I went through 2 shulkers of bone meal and 3 stacks of propagules in like 10 minutes. It was genuinely insane how quick this worked. And I know this farm makes a lot. I think the exact rates are like 11k an hour of logs, but that's just so quick. That's insane. So, anyway, this farm is by FrunoCraft, and they're just an awesome channel. I love all of their farms, and they just make some good videos too. I hope I said the name right. But they made this mangrove tree farm, and it's simple, it's easy, it's quick, it's awesome. That's about it. The video is also in the description, so check that out. There we go. Last one, though. Last one. Okay. So I'm then going to let the system run for a second just to push everything that just grew forward. But I think this is about as much as I'm going to actively explode. Just to see what we got, though. So first checking this hopper here. All full, and it does make propagules, so that's nice. Next is mostly wood, which that's a good thing. Also over here, not as much as I thought it would, honestly. I was the big number, but I gotta remember I only ran it for like 11 minutes. With that, we will be taking our propagule amount, and I'll make a better storage system for these eventually. So this is not a shabby amount of wood, though. I do want to say, like, I know I was kind of disappointed. I was like, oh, only bleh. This is still a lot. It's also really weird that not a single vine or leaf made it in. So this farm definitely doesn't make enough. There's some sticks. I guess the leaves and vines would just explode, wouldn't they? But even just having propagules, it did not make enough to fuel itself. So I'm going to have to make a propagule farm somewhere over here. But that's a stack. That is 17 stacks. That is 1,000 logs of mangrove. That's probably more than enough for what I need. So, with that being said, though, this is the end of my video for now. Okay, hello. I'm going to steal the outro from myself. So, I did just want to say thank you for dealing with another shorter episode. The past few weeks, finals with college and all that have just been, well, killing me. So, I just want to say thank you for putting up with it. But this is the last week where it'll be an issue. So, I'm putting this in the video basically to be a commitment. But I promise you, by the end of next week, we will have this part of the Roboplex built. Well, I guess by the time I upload next week, not by the end of next week. By the time I upload next week, we will have the part of the Roboplex built, and I promise you that. If not, I will beat myself up or something. I don't know. So other than that, I don't want to talk your ear off. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe so you can catch me when I build that part of the Roboplex. And bye-bye! I just hit my hand.